She's
We
out of
got another episode of Bucket City, and if you are a white male that has a 750 credit score, I need you on the show because I'm tired of working with colored folks. This man Rel gotta go. So if you got a 750 credit score, reach out to me.
Oh
He'll
my
be a host
god.
on the show. Shout out to my boy Clutch for being here. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people,
What
Clutch.
does his credit score have to do?
Credit score means you probably be on time. Yo, it's Clutch on all social media. Clutch, my TikTok is Clutch K102. Thanks for having me on the show, man.
No problem, no problem. The first topic we got today is it's
Yo,
especially
Josh,
made for
hold
two
on, hold on,
people
hold on, hold on.
actually.
I'm not gonna let you just go by. I'm not letting you go by that, bro. I'm not letting you go by that. Why do you need to know his credit score? That was kind of a yo. Kind of
Listen, I'm trying to build something
that
here,
was kind of
So,
crazy.
sometimes you need a white man with good credit.
A
Try to
joke,
expand the business.
a joke.
It's
That sounds
2022.
crazy, man.
That's all I
That
can tell
sounds
you.
crazy. yo, yo,
Yo,
bro,
you
just going to the
people,
topic.
listen,
This sounds
listen,
crazy.
listen. The month of June is over, alright, so everything is a go.
Oh my god, bro.
You gotta
Bro, just
pause
go
that
to the
one. The
topic,
month of
bro. This is
June is
crazy.
over, so everything's a go.
Melo
Bro,
and
this
Dame, who
is
had the better career?
crazy.
Mellow or Dame? I would probably say it might be a wash because I think they both only made it to the conference finals once. But I think Melo, I would give it to Melo of the slate. I think he may have more All Star appearances, more NBA first teams, and I know he won more Olympic gold medals because he won the most Olympic gold medals ever. And I don't think Dame was ever like top three in MVP voting, so I would probably give it to Melo.
Rel, you gonna give it to Melo too? Because I know that's your favorite player.
I'm giving it to Dame, bro. Get out of here. Listen. One thing I could say is that Dame never played with a six man of the year or two DPOIs, bro. So like I can't like feel me?
Yeah, but his 6 man of the year was his second best player on the year. He Dame did play with CJ McCullough, LaMarcus Aldridge, and didn't he play with Brandon Roy too?
Yeah, he did.
So
I don't know if CJ at their prom. I don't know if CJ better than RJ. I mean JR. My
yes,
fault.
he is. Yeah, CJ McCullough is better
He's
than J.R. Smith.
at JR Smith prom. I don't know about
J.R. Smith prime was in New York, and C.J. McCullough in Portland was still
that.
better
Both
than
six,
J.R. Smith.
we talking about six man of the year, helping the team to the. I don't know about that, my boy.
But we talking about a 6 man of the year. That was it. Like C.J. McCullough is a multiple time All Star. Like they
Hold on. We
not.
talking about six man of the year and a two-time NBA champion.
Oh my God! The second time he won a championship, he didn't even get on the court.
The first time he did,
Yeah, but so hold on. So championships make you a better player now.
nah, but he contributed to a championship team. CJ didn't.
Cause CJ was in Portland with Dame, bro. Yo, CJ's better than J.R. Smith.
I
I
don't. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
I need you to know that. I need you to know CJ McCullough is better than J.R. Smith.
If they gonna
J.R. Smith,
at the draft board, if they say, bro, it's two players, I got JR and I got CJ.
I'm
I'm
picking
gonna be at
CJ.
that. I'm gonna be at that draft board for a long time, but I might still pick JR. Smith
But
might
what?
got it, bro.
I'm not picking JR. I'm not even thinking twice. I'm picking CJ and I'm walking away. CJ JR is a good shooter. He's a good defender. But I think CJ is a way better scorer than JR. I think CJ is a better perimeter player than JR. JR may have CJ defensively, but CJ is a bucket though.
Uh, uh, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I, I I got
Smith got
JR.
that. Smith got that dog in him.
Oh my
He
God,
he do, but he also got a little bit of bonehead in him too.
Bonehead is
Yeah, because
crazy.
all humans got
That's funny.
bones, bro. That's why all humans got
Nah,
Oh
bones.
Jay,
my God.
you gotta pause that.
Yeah.
Yo, but Jr. is different. Like this, the same man who in a tie ball game took the basketball out and ran to the middle of the court.
Because
Like that's the same vibe.
he was trying to find LeBron, bro. Y'all
No,
wasn't
he
thinking like him, bro.
he nobody was thinking about him. He was trying to find common sense and he couldn't because that is by far the most boneheaded decision I've ever seen in the NBA Finals in my life.
Listen,
That's
listen.
up there with Chris Webber calling the timeout with no timeouts in the championship
It's
game.
not that far up there.
Why not?
Anybody could have made that mistake.
No, anybody could have not known
I've
they
seen
had
New
any
York Knicks
timeouts.
make worse mistakes.
Give me one.
Bro, I've seen Knicks play. I've seen Julius Randle a game winner, bro, where he could have took a wide open layup. I've seen Patrick Ewing take a finger roll when he could have dunked for a championship. Like, come on,
Yo,
bro. Like,
yo, but we're talking
real
Patrick
shit.
Ewing. But hold on, but you gotta paint the complete picture. This is the NBA Finals, game one in a series where everybody said you had no chance. LeBron James is having the game of his lifetime, and all you got to do is do anything besides what you did, and he messed that whole package up.
Patrick Ewing could have had a championship in New York, bro. He would have had a statue at the Garden, bro, if he would have won the championship.
But who said?
This nigga,
But when he
he
missed the
took a
layup, that was in the
finger roll,
finals.
bro. He did do that in the finals.
I thought that was against the Bulls.
Nah, he did that in the finals. That's when he lost to Hakeem. That's when
Jr.
the Knicks lost to Hakeem.
I still got Jr. I still got Jr. Because Jr. said it himself. He literally
Ah,
he lost
man.
track of the
I
score.
don't know. JRC to me, that's a good one.
Nah, I'm still taking CJ. And Jr. was the same person who like on multiple times
JRCJ, I think
when they
that's a
were
good
at
one.
the
I don't
free
know.
throw line.
I might have. I keep saying I keep saying
I got CJ, and I'm not looking back. JR has always been a role player at best. CJ has at least been
yo.
a number two option. I hear you.
I, I, I
Yo,
don't
that's
Who you got, Josh?
I might
yo. Like I said, they both have mid careers. I just don't know which one is less mid. I think Dame just is less mid only because he had more playoff success, quote unquote, as the man. If I
But
had to
Dame,
choose one,
but for me, I feel like when Dame had Golden State with no KD, that was like that letdown was huge.
that was me cutting out like that. My fault, y'all.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. I might have to take RJ, man. I keep saying RJ, JR.
I'm not taking J over CJ, and I'm taking Melo over Dame.
Nah, I think Dame still got time to win the championship. It's over for Melo. It's
No,
over.
no, he still got time. He could get on
What
the
time
Golden.
Melo got?
He could go. He could go play with the Golden State Warriors next season and win a championship.
Bro, they are not playing Melo. He gives barely offense, no complete defense. Come on, bro. They are
That doesn't
not
mean
playing.
he don't got to play to win a championship. Ask Jr.
Yeah, but JR got that because, like, you feel me? Braun his mans. Braun's his mans in them. So, like, that's why he got that.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you, bro, on a championship team right now, I'd rather have Otto Porter than Melo, bro.
Oh my God, he said Otto Porter. You can at least say Andrew Wiggins.
I got a question. Didn't Otto Porter just win an NBA championship?
But did he really contribute to that ring though? Did he
He
really
definitely
contribute?
did, bro. He definitely did.
he
So
contributed. I give you that.
did
He definitely did contribute to that championship, bro.
But
Don't do
Melo,
that.
for me, Melo got to be in a situation where he's just looked at as a guy who comes off the bench and score, and that's it. Like he can't. He's not gonna give you nothing else. He can give you 10 to 12 points per game, but that's all you're gonna need from him.
I'm telling you. Well, how much he gave you on the Lakers, Josh?
I
How
think
much
he
he gave
gave
you?
like 10 to 12.
Man, that man Melo. Let me see it. Let me look up what Carmelo gave. Cause every shot, every time the ball touched his hand, he was just chucking it. That man thought he.
He averaged 13.3.
How many shot attempts this man took? Oh,
Oh
10
shit,
shot
no.
attempts.
He averaged 13 on 10.
Yeah, he only took 10 field goals a game.
That shit is
Yeah,
nasty. That shit nasty. Get Bubba Chuck out of here.
And most of them with threes he was attempting.
Get Bubba Chuck out. How many
facts.
threes he shot this season?
6.
He averaged
He shot
6.
6 threes. What the fuck?
But you got to think of the team he was on. He playing with LeBron James and Westbrook, which is probably no spacing, and he's coming off the bench. So they literally just like, all right, his job was literally sit in the corner, shoot a three if you got it.
That nigga Melo was. Listen, man. I'm gonna keep my thoughts about Melo. Melo mid. I'm choosing Dame. The only person I'm not choosing over Melo is T Mac. I'm gonna leave it like that, bro.
I'm taking Melo.
Yeah, I'm taking Melo over T Mac, but
I'm taking Melo over Dame. Sorry.
Dame got 5 more good years, bro. To get a
Yeah, but
championship,
5? How old is Dame?
Dame like
like
30.
30 something. But it's right now. The question was right now, not 5 years from now.
Nah, 5 years from now, you say he still got 5 more good years. It's crazy.
Dame
My man's
32.
32, and you talking about 5. So you think he gonna be play till he 37 at this elite level?
I'm
Not
not gonna.
Dame, not elite, but I think Dame would still give you upwards to 20 points in 5 years, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. The way the NBA looking now, I think Dame could be like, yeah, like he said, like 20 points, like at 37. Because the way the game is, it's not like it was back in the days. Like people not getting hit the way they was getting hit. Pause. But it's a softer game and it's a game more played on the perimeter. Even though granted Dame gets injured, so nobody knows. But I could see Dame at 37 averaging 20.
Like, even if he's not averaging 20, Dame averaging like 18, 19, even 17 at 30, 17 points at 37, bro. Like, come on, bro. That still be a good feat. And yes, what LeBron did this year is amazing. But niggas still.
I gotta see it to believe it.
Now, you don't think Dame could give you 17 points, bro?
A older Dame, like to
Well,
me, Dame is what
we gotta see
I
how
gotta
that.
Yo,
see how he ages.
Chris Paul just gave you 34 at 37. I mean, he gave you 14 at 37. I think Dame's a better scorer than Chris Paul. So I can see Dame getting 17 at 37.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think if you look at a lot of the great players, they're aging 10 times better now because of the lack of physicality in the NBA today. Like if Chris Paul was playing like maybe 10 years ago, he would not still be a starting point guard leading the NBA in assists. But he could do it now because it's a softer game. It's a game more towards the players' benefit. Like when back in the days, you used to get All Star Weekend. Now you get a whole week off.
That's a fact.
They build in the game to let the players play longer.
So I got AI, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd. Start, bench, double cut.
You said AI who?
AI, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, J Kidd.
It's a double cut.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting. Oh shit. Fuck. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it like this, bro. I'm starting AI. I'm bitching Kid. Nash and CP just cut.
What
I'm
you got,
starting
Chuck?
Kid. I'm bitching TP, and I'm cutting the other two.
Nah, I can't. I can't cut. What AI and Kid did is better than what them two niggas did, bro. That's a fact. For me, that's
How?
a fact.
Nash got 2 MVPs.
I don't care
Oh,
about them
that
MVPs. He shouldn't
MVP
have
was
them too.
Nash MVP is mid as hell, bro. I'm not.
He should not have them 2 MVPs. I don't care about them two. To be
And he
honest,
has
I don't
MVP, bro. How many times Nash went to the NBA Finals?
zero. The same amount as me and you.
Bro, Kid been here twice with who? Richard Jefferson being one of his best players. He didn't even go to the
Richard
finals with
Jefferson,
him.
Kenyon Martin. Who else was on that team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you hear that? Bro,
you can't talk bad about Richard Jefferson. He out
Keith
here on social
Bogus.
media, bro. He gonna
bro,
snipe you, bro.
bro, he's. I'm not saying it like he's bad, but look at how other players is getting to the NBA. Who's better all time? Richard Jefferson or a Devin Booker? I'm going Devin.
And
I'm
ain't even
going Devin.
close.
I'm going Devin too. But
You
but
feel
I don't
me? Like
maybe
Martin, bro, Kenyon Martin, Amari Stoudemire. I'm going Stoudemire, bro. I'm going Stoudemire.
but the only reason why I'm keeping Chris Paul is Chris Paul got a lot of like Chris Paul is it a lot of Chris Paul's playoff like debacles come through injury. Granted, not counting this season. This season he don't got no excuse for me. But a lot of the times he lost in the playoffs, somebody was injured. It was rather him, his second best player, his third best player. It's been somebody. Now, and that I'll give him a pass. Now, Allen Iverson, I'm picking Chris Paul because I'm sorry, out of the three of them, Jason Kidd and Chris Paul are easily the better defenders. Allen Iverson and Steve Nash are giving me nothing on defense.
I can give you that, bro, but I still think what AI brings to the team and what he would do as a leader is way better than what Chris Paul would do.
But I don't think Chris Paul is a bad leader. I think Chris Paul's been in situations where he
Bro,
just he been in bad situations.
Chris
Like
Yeah.
Paul is
Allen,
not, bro. He's not getting to a finals with Eric Snow, Mutombo. I think Michael Kinney. He's not getting to the NBA finals with them niggas, bro.
he's probably not because he doesn't fit that team. Like for me, fit works very good. Allen Iverson fit that team beautifully. That's why he was able to do what he did. Like a lot of point guards, if they go to Golden State, they don't fit the way that Steph Curry fits in Golden State. Allen Iverson fit on that team. That team was all like he literally said it. That team was all defense. His job every night was to play the passing lanes and try to get 30. That was it.
He
So
did
I
his
don't.
job. He did his job to the best level
He
and
he 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 did his job, but Chris Paul, a lot of situations, he also got injured. So I'm giving him the injury excuse. But if you don't take the injuries, then I'll probably take AI over him. But
yeah.
I think Chris Paul's a better player.
To me, injuries are like that's just like it's just a you thing, bro. Like I'm not saying like you not working on your body, but it's just a body thing. Like, bro, your body's just gonna give out, bro. So like I can't really take that because injuries come with the game. Yeah, like injuries come with the game. It's not like a oh my god, like I ain't never knew injuries happen. They come with the game, bro. Feel me?
Injuries do happen, but you're comparing them to the teams that they had. Out of the four, three of them made it to the NBA Finals. None of them won. I'm sorry.
Nah,
Jason
none of-
Kidd got one. Jason Kidd got one. Jason Kidd
but
made
he
it with Dallas.
old ass on Dallas. Like I can't.
Yeah, but Steve Nash, AI, and Chris Paul both only made it to the NBA Finals one time in their career.
And I don't know. I don't think Nash. When was Nash ever in
No,
the
not
NBA?
Nash. I said Chris Paul and AI. Nash the
Yeah.
only one to never make it to the NBA Finals.
I
See,
wonder why.
I think Nash is like mid, bro. He's the only one out of all of them that never went to the NBA Finals. Like, come on, bro.
I think Nash gets brought up in a lot of conversations because he can sit back and say, "I got 2 MVPs."
They starting to say that Nash is about to be like Joker, but I don't think so, bro. I think Joker's gonna he gonna have a playoff run, a final, something, bro.
Nah, I don't see him getting one playing in Denver. I
Nah,
don't.
nah.
Yeah.
Might
That's
not. It
so
might not
wrong, bro.
Denver, bro. But what Denver need to get rid of, I'm gonna try to. I'm seeing this season. I want to see how Murray play. If Murray play like how I think he's gonna play, the only thing Denver needs to get rid of is Michael Porter.
But he's arguably the. I don't know. I don't know. Because didn't they just pay him like last year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they paid him last year, but he has a chronic back problem, bro. If they could
Yeah,
get
but
rid of like my ideal trade for for Denver, like if they can get rid of him and get McHale from the Suns, that would be perfect for them.
But why am I trading for a guy with a bad back?
That's the problem. His contract is gonna have to just sit there, and that's gonna be the problem, bro. Like,
And he just signed. Matter of fact, he signed it this summer. He signed a 5 year, 172 million. He's not going nowhere. I'm not trading for somebody with a bad
He's never
back. Get
gonna
out
play
of
a.
here.
He's not gonna play a season ever healthy. That's the problem.
Yeah,
He's gonna
they
have one.
better off. They better off hoping his back just holds him down and somehow he makes a way into the playoffs and he has a healthy playoffs and they get a championship. But I don't see them getting a championship because I don't know if you can win a championship with Joker being the best player on your team.
oh nah,
Ooh, that's spicy.
I think
Why
he
you
can.
think that? I'm curious why you think that.
Because
Why,
I'm
why
like
I think
if you watch like for me, I think the only person I've ever seen with a usage rate as high as Joker and them and actually win is
probably what
LeBron James. Like everybody else, like you look at it, Chris Paul, Westbrook, Harden, they all have high usage rates, and they none of them has won anything. And I just maybe if he get Jamal Murray back and they could get the ball out of his hands some more, then he probably has the possibility. But playing the way he played last season, I don't see him winning a championship. And I also think he a little soft. Like he had Dwight Howard punk him in the bubble.
I don't I, I don't know, bro. I think he could be the best player. I think how he leads a team, bro. We see him without good players. Put that nigga with some good shit, bro. He, I don't think he's gonna beat the Warriors this year, but next year we can see what they gonna do.
But who?
You got a
But
Murray, you got quarterback, you
but
got.
how good is Porter though? That's my thing. Like what is Porter's ceiling?
I think Porter could give you 16 a game. If Joker's giving you, let's say, 27 or 26, Murray's giving you another. I'm not gonna say it no crazy number. He give you another like 18, and Porter give you like 14 to like 15 points. I think that would be good enough, bro.
But
And you got
who's
Bruce,
getting a stop though? Who's getting a stop? Because like
Bruce
I
Hey,
think,
Brown,
Bruce Brown, my
Bruce
boy, the second best net last season.
but let's
And
look at last
KCP.
season. Bruce Brown was the only player on Brooklyn who played defense. How did that work out for him?
cause look,
They got KCP. He played
he was
defense.
the
They
only one.
named KCP. All right, then
Yeah, they got
maybe.
Now
KCP
look,
on the other
he's
end.
the only one. If he's not the only one playing defense, then it becomes better.
But how good is the starting five with like let's just say like closing lineup is KCP, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, and Jokic. Like do
Think that
you
I think
fear
that
that?
I
They got
think that
Jeff
line,
Green.
a closing lineup. I think that's actually good, bro.
You want to
K,
But
throw
like
Bones Highland in that lineup?
you
no
could throw him
K.
in
Oh,
there.
look, KCP could KCP and the other KCP Jamal Murray could shoot. Michael Porter Jr. He could play the power forward.
Small
Whoever will
ball
play
for.
the shooting guard, bro. What I'm saying is just that in a closeout setting, bro. That Joker, how they gonna close on him? Kick out game winner gonna be. I promise you, you're gonna see one of those this season, bro. This season coming up, you're gonna see one of those kick out game winners, bro.
Yo, I need them to at least get to an. I just need to see it because I think when he play against players who are more physical, he don't look the same. He
I
don't.
don't, let me get this clear. Let me get this straight and clear though. I don't think no team in the West is better than the Clippers, but
Not the Clippers.
that's just me though. But yeah, the Clippers
Can we don't
Oh,
please don't tell me it's because of John Wall.
nah, it's
don't.
nah. I mean,
The
he plays
Nah, it's
somewhat of a
not just
factor.
John Wall, bro. So now I thought. So look, when the deadline happened last year, I told niggas next year, bro, the team that everybody got to worry about is the Clippers. Here's my thing: you already have what's his nigga name? Bobby Shmurda, Reggie Jackson. You got Reggie Jackson. Let's say he played cool to mid. That's like 10 points. The only thing I like about that team that switching on the team on the defensive end is gonna fuck the whole league up. When I say that, I mean that for the simple fact is that these niggas got Robert Covington, Norman Powell. They got Robert Covington, Norman Powell,
Nicholas
Kawhi,
Batum,
Paul George, Nicholas Batum,
Marquise Morris.
Mike, bro. That switch, the switch that they're gonna, bro. Any star player, and I'm not saying that they slowing niggas down, but that team on the defensive end is gonna have niggas frustrated, bro.
Yeah, but we thought the same thing. What is it? 3 years ago when they got Kawhi in PG. Because remember, the year before that team, one of the better defensive teams. That team was the only team to take the Warriors with KD 6 games, and then they got Paul George, and then Luca cooked them in the first round, and then if I'm not mistaken, they got eliminated in the second round. I gotta see it because I've heard it.
Bro,
I've heard it. I gotta see it. I don't like. I'm over the hype of them just because they got John Wall. I
nah,
get it. They
I was
do get
hyping,
Kawhi back.
I
I
was hyping them before the John Wall though, bro. I'm telling you, that defensive anchor on that team, bro, it's something to like. Cause Norman Powell, Robert Covington, those are good 3-and-D players that can guard basically the two. Norman Powell could guard the 1 to like 3-ish. Robert Covington could guard some fours, but he could guard twos and threes. I'm bro. Paul George could guard 1 through 3. I'm telling you, bro. I believe in that defense. That's what I really believe in the most. That defense is gonna have a lot of people like
I got it.
frustrated.
I gotta see it to believe it.
Then if John Wall is coming, how he came on the pause. Hey Joe, if he's playing how he's
Yo,
played
Smash June, man. Let it all out.
on yo bro, stop saying that, man. But if he plays how he played on Houston, I think he gave you 27 and like 3. If he gives you that this season, bro, no, the only way they lose, real shit, bro. The only way they lose is if they lose. Like they have to lose it themselves, bro. They can't. I don't see them niggas being beat, bro.
I
I
think
don't know.
healthy gonna be their biggest obstacle.
The West is stacked.
Nah, I don't think the West is that stacked.
Are you kidding me? Yo, just think about it this. You got the Pelicans, they're gonna be good. You got the Lakers, I'm gonna say they're gonna be better. You got the Clippers,
Nah,
you still got the Warriors, you got Memphis coming back.
I don't think Memphis gonna come back the same way they was this year.
Why though? But why?
I don't think Desmond Bain is gonna have that same year.
I
But you don't
think
think Ja gonna be better?
I think
No,
Memphis
Ja's
peak.
gonna play. No, I think
I
Ja.
think you've
Okay.
seen their peak.
Oh, all right. So now I'm. Am I gonna be nasty? So Ja may have. I'm not gonna say he peaked, but this might be like one of his best seasons, bro. So
I
like,
don't.
I think he's gonna come in next season and give you about the same. But I think everybody else around him, I don't think they're gonna have that. They're gonna rekindle that again, like Desmond Bain going off like that. Dylan Brooks, like I don't think all that shit gonna happen how it happened. And then they missing Jared Jackson for I think almost until December because Jared Jackson has a broken arm.
I think Memphis. I think to get into the a spot where you're not in the bubble next season, well, not the bubble, the playing tournament is gonna be tough. Those top 6 seeds is gonna be tough to get. Because you got to remember, you believe in the Clippers. They made the bubble last season, so I'm assuming you're saying they're gonna be a top 6 seed. Who they knocking out?
The
Memphis?
Clippers, I think the Clippers gonna be 1 or 2.
I think the Lakers gonna be better. I
Oh no,
think I'm not that high on Rudy Gobert, but I think adding Rudy Gobert makes Minnesota a better team. It's
every team
it's
is gonna shift up a slot because Utah's gonna slide down a slot.
yeah, but Utah's the only team.
Yeah, every team is gonna shift up.
But you okay, take out Utah and add the Lakers.
I
That's
gotta
still
see
a
how
stack.
I really gotta see how AD is. If AD's playing mid again, then it's over for that team, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I I Me personally, I'm a Laker fan. I hate the fit. I hate the fit with Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. I think it was by far one of the worst decisions made by by all three of them, because all three of them thought it was a good idea. I just wanted to be a fly on the wall and hear that conversation. Like, how did LeBron James and Russell Westbrook think they could play together? Like, that's hilarious to me.
Oh, LeBron said, "I'm gonna let you be the point guard. I'm gonna take a back seat." That's what he told him.
Yeah,
And
I
that
believe
and that
that.
That's
lasted about 5 games.
Yeah, I believe that. I really do believe that Braun said that shit. Like, yo, you could. I'm gonna let you play make, and then I'm gonna take a back seat. And then they saw how bad they looked, and was like, LeBron was like, Nah, I'm not doing this shit. I'm
But
not doing it.
I don't get why people play with LeBron James and they act like he's Jesus. Like, now that you're playing with LeBron James, you will be better. Which is like, for instance, Kyrie Irving. People literally think Kyrie Irving is gonna go to LA and become this completely different person. He's not gonna do none of the things he did in Brooklyn. Cause why? Because he's playing with LeBron James. Like, Kyrie Irving is the epitome of I don't care. I do what I want. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if anybody like. Kyrie Irving will go to LA and do the same things he did in Brooklyn.
Nah, to me, bro, I gotta see how LA play. I'll give LA 30 games. If they play like how they playing last year, then I'm not even paying attention to them niggas, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like, and there's no disrespect to LeBron, but if I watch 30 games and they start playing how they played last year, I'm not paying no attention to that team. Like, Westbrook should be off that team. I don't have no hate for Westbrook. Westbrook is one of my favorite point guards of all time. I got no hate for him. He don't belong in that system. He don't belong on that team. And I think Westbrook should ask for a trade if they bench him. Bro, if I swear to God, bro, if the starting lineup is for the Lakers is Lonnie Walker, bro, I'm not watching nothing that has to do with the Lakers, bro. If
But you can't.
Lonnie Walker is starting over Westbrook, bro, I'm not paying attention to it, bro.
But you can't trade him though. This is the problem. Like, he. It's like you're in a bad relationship and you two live together. Like, you don't have no choice, and you got kids. Like, you got to stick it out until shit get better. They have no choice. You can't trade him. He makes $48 million. Who's taking that?
Bro, right now, I heard they try to do a 3-team trade deal. If that goes through, they better do it, bro.
Yo,
That's
I'm
Yeah,
not
something.
it
even.
was him. It was him going to Utah and Don Mitchell going to the Knicks.
And then the Lakers getting back like Jordan Clarkson. I think Jordan Clarkson would be good because he could play off ball.
No, Jordan Clarkson can't play with LeBron James. We already saw this.
But that was Jordan Clarkson. That's not this one, bro.
I
He's the
think he has to
same
come.
guy, just better.
Nah. He's
Jordan,
way better than what he played in Cleveland. He's
but
way better.
he's not a catch and shoot player though. He's a give me the ball, get out my way type of
Yeah,
guy.
like he needs to
And
be.
look,
He's gonna have to be a six man. He
So
like
what
he
is so what is Westbrook?
yeah, but you just made the point. It didn't work out. It didn't work out.
But at least Jordan Clarkson could hit a wide open 3-pointer.
But if you watch him, he doesn't play good catch and shoot. That was the problem
But
when he
in my
played with
mind,
Cleveland.
just won 6 man of the year. Don't do that to him.
No, but what
yeah, that's why he's a
I'm
good
not.
six man because the
Yeah,
ball's in
he's a
his
good
hands when
six
he comes
man.
off the bench. Like that, the offense is running through him.
But I do think the trade is like y'all got like Malik Monk, Jordan Clarkson, Patrick Bev, and like a few other niggas.
But this is what I don't. First of all, I don't even understand how you let go of Malik Monk when he literally did an interview saying I would take less money to stay with the Lakers and then sign with Sacramento the next day. Like,
No,
that,
not
I
Malik
don't
Monk.
get.
Who's not Malik Monk? Who's the other one that played on Minnesota? It's Malik something.
Oh, I
Malik
Um,
know.
Beasley, nah,
Malik
no,
Yeah,
Beasley. That's who it was. Malik Beasley. Y'all would
yeah,
get
Malik
like Jordan
Beasley.
Clarkson, Malik Beasley, because I think Malik Beasley got traded.
he
But
got
I feel
traded
like
with
he'll
the
be
Rudy
better in
Gobert.
Utah. But I feel like he'll be better in Utah because ain't nothing to do but the hoop. So I think that'll be good for his
Yeah,
development as a player.
I don't think he fits well with LeBron James. I don't.
It's
And it's
hard to
not
fit with LeBron. You have to be a certain
exactly.
caliber player.
Yeah, but I think that if y'all gonna try to win, for one, if y'all gonna try to win, let me stop. Let me stop because I'm actually just being nasty right now. If y'all gonna try to win, bro, it's not on Westbrook. To be real with y'all, it's really not on Westbrook. It's really on Anthony Davis.
It's not. It's not because the thing I always look at. Russell Westbrook plays the point guard, so Russell Westbrook is gonna have the ball in his hands more than Anthony Davis gets the chance to have the ball in his hand. So Russell Westbrook can literally just get the ball, run down court, pull from 30, and run back down. Like what the fuck you gonna do? You're gonna have to bench him or something. Like
Now,
it.
is
It was a bad idea, and they need to just get rid of him, but they
I think
can't.
y'all success, but I really do think y'all success is not on Westbrook. It's on AD.
I don't, because I think even like people kill AD for last season, but if you look at his numbers, AD gives you the same numbers damn near every season.
West.
Nah,
The
but it
the
wasn't
problem
number.
the problem with the Lakers is they couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Nah, but it wasn't
That's
also
facts.
the. But it also wasn't the numbers. Anthony Davis played like 20 games, missed like 16. Played 4 games, missed like 24. Played 3 games, missed like another 15. By the time the end of the season came around, he only played like 40. He only played like 20 games.
He played 40
He played 40 games out of an 82 game season. That means he missed half of the
almost
season.
every other game, basically.
So it's
But this
basically
is
like he played one, missed one, played one, missed one, played one. It's like he just played one, missed one.
but this is
And even
but this
when he
is
was
but
playing, he played like mid to like bad level.
how hold on, how did he play mid when he averaged 20 something points? Like that's not mid.
Bro, he wasn't. He couldn't
He
even block
averaged
an RJ.
23.
Bro,
He
he
averaged
couldn't block
23 and 10.
RJ Barrett dunk, bro.
And
Come on,
he shot
bro.
Oh,
18
he
from
couldn't
30.
shoot. Oh, I don't. That I have. I'm not defending that. He
He
shot.
couldn't
He
shoot.
shot his worst 3-point percentage of his
His
career.
numbers, yeah, it may look good, but like last season was not a good season for him. Not at all.
But if
Not
if you but if you look at his numbers and you look at his numbers from the season before, he was actually better in every category. Like I think the problem is when we look at him, we expect him to be what he was in the bubble, and the bubble is a made up event. Like nobody's gonna be what they was
He's
in
not
the
made
bubble,
up.
bro.
not to me, that's crazy. Rose, we had this conversation the other day. I don't think the bubble was his best year anyway.
His best year in LA
Yeah, LA, but his best career year was in
was when he was in New Orleans and he was top
yeah.
3 in MVP and but the prop and this is why I say if you look at Anthony Davis' career, he's had one problem his whole career: staying healthy. The Lakers get him, and all of a sudden, people expect him because he's playing with LeBron James to stay healthy. You can't get a guy who was injured at 21 to 25, and now you got him at like 27 up to 30, and expect him to be more healthy than he was in his younger age. It doesn't make sense to me. Like he was injury prone in New Orleans, which is the reason why they benched him towards the end of his stint there, because they was like, no, if we play you, you might get injured, and then nobody's gonna want you. So just sit on this bench, and you can watch the game. He's an injury prone player. Like everybody's talking, oh, he's in the gym. I don't care about him being in the gym. Can he play 70 games this season?
Nah, get that boy out the gym. He gonna be like a DeMarcus Cousins. He gonna sprain something. Like
I need him to play 70 games at least, and I need him to be healthy in the
I'm not
playoffs.
gonna lie, you asking for a lot. I say AD the most played 64 games.
But the thing is, this is the way I look at it. If he plays 64 games, is he going into the playoffs healthy? Because I don't think so. Playing
Yeah,
64 games.
yeah, because most of those games, to me, I'm thinking about most of those is injury mixed with rest. Because that's the same thing I said for Kawhi. Give Kawhi rest and make him play 64 games. Don't have him all 82 games. And then towards the end of the month, where you know you would fare out at, just tell him to chill. Like, bro, chill on the bench. We're gonna need you playoff time. That's when we full fledged need you, bro. And I think
I,
that should be it.
I don't. I would love to see it, but I don't know. I don't. I got to see Anthony Davis have a healthy season. He's never had a healthy season. He was injured the bubble season. I've never seen him have a healthy season. I got to see it to believe it.
I
The
get
most
it.
games Anthony Davis ever played was 75.
That's good.
That was in New Orleans. That was
Yeah.
2016 and 2018.
Like the bubble season, he played 62 games.
Yeah.
And you got to
And
remember that
Davis,
62 games out of 72 games.
no bullshit.
So,
Anthony Davis
well,
give
yeah,
you
man,
75.
that was his best season.
If Anthony Davis give y'all 75 games this year and y'all in playing, I think y'all should trade him. Listen,
How?
bro. I'm big on trading niggas, bro. I think the Bucks should trade Chris Middleton.
Middleton.
But hold on, hold on. So you're trying to tell me if the Lakers are playing and Anthony Davis plays 70 something games, you trade Anthony Davis? Why?
If y'all just get to playing, that's underachieving, bro.
But
We
why?
know
But why? But why Anthony Davis? Why not? Why not trade LeBron James?
nah.
But why not?
You're not gonna trade LeBron. I
Why
don't
not?
because I don't think the Lakers for one, I don't think the Lakers is gonna win this year because of what no, is it this year or next year when Bronny come out of school?
I think it's next year.
Okay.
I think he's a junior now.
So I think so me my personal belief, bro, what LeBron is gonna do, he's gonna maintain himself right now to try to play with his son, bro. The Lakers is the Lakers, bro. They're in LA. They're gonna want that. Oh, Bronny and Braun, they're just gonna want that type of legacy shit on their hands.
But see,
Bro,
this is where it gets shaky. How the hell he going to LA? How Bronny going to LA when the Lakers don't have a first round pick to
you think
2020?
LeBron not gonna make something move? Yeah,
How he gonna make them get a first round pick?
bro. AD, bro. You don't think he'll trade AD for his son?
No,
You got
no.
bro fucked up.
So you going to so hold on. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. You're the Lakers, and you're gonna trade Anthony Davis for LeBron James Jr.
If they're not making playoffs, hell yeah.
I'm not doing that. LeBron James could go have several seats. He could go back to Cleveland. I'm not trading Anthony Davis for LeBron James' son. I'm not doing it.
I'm telling you.
I'm not doing it.
Is KD still a top 5 player in the league?
Yes.
Um, is he? Yeah,
I
no,
don't, he
no.
fighting for that fifth spot. He fighting for that fifth spot. We'll be honest.
I think I got him at 6.
I still got him too.
Two.
Who?
I got him too. I got him too.
Better than who?
Nah, two is crazy. Nah,
I
two is
got two.
crazy.
Hold on. Let me see if I got because I want to find my actual list. I know I got Giannis one. I think I got KD two.
Oh my god.
Uh, Giannis one, KD two. I got Embiid, Joga, Curry. I got Luca six.
He
Hold
Joker.
on, hold on, hold on. You telling me KD better than Curry? There's no way you telling
Yes,
me that.
yes.
Oh my
KD's better than
god.
Curry. Yes, KD's still better
Hold
than Curry.
Let me see.
Based on what?
Hold on. I got my list. Hold on.
Now I had KD at 6.
I got KD over Curry.
So now,
I
look.
think that Finals
I got
MVP is holding the most weight I've ever seen a Finals MVP hold.
nah,
Yeah, I got KD
you
6.
gonna be frustrated with Kevin Durant laying on here. I got Giannis, Curry, Joker, Luca, Braun. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I got Giannis 1, Curry 2, Joker 3, Luca 4, Tatum 5, Braun 6, Leonard Kawhi 7, Joel Embiid 8, KD 9, Jimmy Butler 10.
How is LeBron James better than Kevin Durant? I'm curious.
Facts.
Hey,
How?
they got the same amount of playoff wins.
That's
They
that.
got the same amount.
That's what I don't get. I feel like people hold KD to such a high standard because what happened in Boston. I mean, in the Boston series, but then they have LeBron over him when he didn't even make the play-in. That's what I don't
Yo,
get.
the way KD went out, he might as well had not made the playoffs. If we be honest, the way he went out, he might as well
But
just not
at
went
Nah,
there.
least,
you might as well gave that spot to the Cavs, bro.
but he was in the playoffs. LeBron James couldn't even make the play-in, but somehow he's a better player.
But how many games did you have that series going? The
I had,
Celtics and Nets.
I had the next one in 7. I had it going 7.
7. I had it going 6. I think Rel said 6. A lot of people had it. I think the lowest amount of games I heard was 5. To go out and not win one
Oh,
game,
it
everybody
was it was
in the playoffs
embarrassing.
got a game. Everybody in the playoffs got a game. Trey Young got one. Joker got one. Like, but KD can't get one. That says something to him, to his character. To me personally,
But does it say something? But this is what I'm saying. If, like, for instance, if the roles were reversed, if it was LeBron James got swept in the first round of the playoffs, Kevin Durant didn't make the play in, we would kill KD for not making the play in. But
good.
because I think Kevin Durant is low hanging fruit. Like, we just look for reasons to just kill him ever since he went to Golden
Me
State.
personally, I would kill both of them. But it's like if you're gonna go there, at least get a game. LeBron was LeBron got you a game, and except for the finals against the Warriors, we understand that.
But
But most
is
people had that as a sweep, regardless. Most
But
people didn't
does
even
a
see those
game?
past
But this
5
is my
games.
thing. Does a game really change that much on how we look at one
Yes, for
playoff
me,
game? So he wins
yes.
one game.
If he
I
wins one, I won't. I can honestly say he's 100% better than LeBron. I can't say none because he did something LeBron couldn't do that
My
season. He got a
thing is
playoff ring.
that
But to get
my,
zero is crazy to me.
nah, that winning a game it means a lot to me because it shows like, damn, all odds against you, at least you still pulled off one. You know, I hold Jason Tatum high. I even tell Josh this when we argue about Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. His back against the wall last year, if you remember it, when that year that Giannis won, look at that first round. No Jalen Brown, Marcus Smart playing mid. Jason Tatum went for 50 and pulled off one. That's when people was really like, nah, Jason Tatum really is he's something special. If KD would have gave you a 40, he didn't he could have gave you 43-3 and just won the game, people would have just been like, yo, bro, KD still had God. He still pulled off a win. He's
I
still one of
don't
them.
I honestly don't think they would have given him any credit. They would have been like, yo, you made all the way to the playoffs, you won one game. That's all you could do is win one game. Like Katie is literally one of the people that people just don't like. And like we look for
Well,
reasons to not like Kevin Durant.
Listen, Trey
they
Young
would
got a
have
game, and he was outmanned and outmatched that whole series.
But see,
listen,
this is what
they
I'm saying. Hold on. We say Trey Young got a game. If you look at Kevin Durant's numbers and Trey Young's numbers, Kevin Durant played better than Trey Young.
You're right, but Trey still found a way to win a game. Something KD couldn't do, no matter how good he was playing.
But KD played better
That's
than Trey
crazy,
Young,
right?
and we giving him that is
He
crazy.
won. He got a game. Something KD played so great and could get a game, but Trey Young played bad and got a game. Is come on, the
But
math not mathing right there.
whose team was better? Who played the better team? Because last time I checked, the team that Trey Young only got one game, they lost to the team that beat Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant played against better competition. The Kevin Durant slander has
but
some
then I
charm.
go to a game. I went to
That went
The Heat
seven.
and the
It
Celtics
went
went to
seven.
7 games, right?
It went seven. Yeah, but Trey
So
Young
that
got
team
one
could
game, and
that game could have, bro. That could have went any way. Come on now, that could have went
it could
any
have.
way.
But I could sit back and I could say game one in the Boston Nets series could have went either way. They get that one stop. He gets his game that everybody so much wanted him to get.
That's the problem. You need to get that stop, my boy. Gotta
But
get it.
he played better than Trey Young.
I don't give Trey Young credit because he beat the Knicks like that, so I don't care.
I just
That's childish.
I think Trey's a little bit overhyped too, but that's a whole different
Oh
discussion.
my God,
I'm not
he's
gonna say that.
overhyped.
I'm not gonna say that, but
I don't think he's top five PGs in the league.
oh no, you're
Hold
bugging.
on, who's your top five? I gotta hear
You're bugging.
this.
You're bugging.
I got Dame over Trey Young. I got Ja over
Dame,
Trey Young. I got Steph over Trey Young. I got Kyrie over Trey Young, and I got Luka over Trey Young.
God, man.
Kyrie Irving's better than Trey Young. I
the
don't
Based
care.
only
on Trey is the better offensive player, so I don't understand how Kyrie's better.
the only two names I will give
And
you
Ja, I think Trey's better than Ja.
I
right now
think
as point guards, the only two names I will give you is Curry's one Luka's 2, Trey is 3. Then
Trey's not.
you got Darius Garland's, you got other players like White Coat, like
Trey is not the best point guard in the league. Trey is the epitome of numbers make you change the way you look at him. Because Trey gets great numbers, but Trey turns the ball over like it's nobody's business. Trey Young turns the ball over more than Russell Westbrook, and that's saying a lot.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's a good thing, but when I look at the makeup of that team, I really can't blame him. He's really the best player on that team, and he's the only player that can create his own shot. So the ball's in his hands like 99% of the time. So
But
them
I've
turnovers
I've
gonna come
I've
regardless.
I've seen players who've had the same type of what is it? Type of
Usage rating.
Yeah, and they not turn the ball over like he does. Like he like this is how bad his first round is, and nobody talk. He averaged the same amount of assists and turnovers. Like that's asinine. If he
I
would have
mean, that
made
was a
it to
great
the
defensive team though.
yeah, but six turnovers,
That he's the only one. And like,
but six turnovers a game, that's nasty.
listen, the only way I'm letting Trey listen, Trey Young is top, like he's the third best point guard. My opinion.
I
If
don't
he
see that.
plays bummy, not
Hold
bummy,
on, you
but
got Trey over Dame?
yes,
Wow, that's crazy.
I got
How
Trey.
do
I got Dame is that nigga man, but nah, Dame is really mid. It's just he has iconic moments that
Dame
a
is
lot of
in?
people rave and ah, and that's really it for me.
So let me ask you this: you say he has iconic molars that people. How is that any different than Trey Young?
Nah, cause Trey
Trey,
Young, I think what his third season, like Trey Young, Eastern Conference Finals. I think I
Yeah, but is that Eastern Conference Finals? If we really look at that run, is it as impressive as we make it out to be?
I think he's a better offensive player than Dame.
I don't think he's a better offensive player than Kyrie Irving. I think
He's
you put
come on, bro. You talking about a
no
guy who give you 25 and 10? Like, was Kyrie giving you 30 and 2, if that?
Kyrie Irving could give you 30 and 7, and he'll get less turnovers and shoot a better percentage, and won't get nowhere near as many turnovers. Trey Young shoots about 40%. He turns the ball over about. I think his assist to turnover ratio is like maybe 2 to 1. Like it's nasty.
I mean, when you're a high usage player, you're gonna average a lot of turnovers. That just comes with territory. It is what it is with that.
Yeah,
I think the only
but
other
the
players is like the Chris Pauls and the Magic Johnsons are your outliers.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, but Steve Nash is mid. But yeah,
But
Steve Nash too. Those are your
Trey
three.
Trey's kind of mid. I just think Trey. I think I
Oh my
think I
god.
think Trey's numbers are inflated because he's the only person. Because he's just like you guys said. He's the best player on the team. Like I don't think you can win with Trey Young being the best player on your team, averaging what he averaged 30 and 10 or 30 and 12, whatever he averaged. Like that 30 and 12 got you into the playing tournament,
I think he averaged 30 and 10.
and it got you into the playing
28,
tournament,
28 and 10.
and it got you into the playing tournament. How impactful was that 28 and 10?
He shot 46% and he shot 38% from three.
And how many turnovers did he get a game? Four plus.
Yeah, he averaged exactly 4 on the dot.
And so that's almost 2 for 1 assist to turnover ratio. Like he and then when the playoffs times came, he literally he had one of the biggest deflates I've seen quote unquote top 5 player get.
To
Top five
me,
point guard.
with DeJounte being there, I think his turnovers are gonna go down dramatically because now he has another ball handler on his team. So the ball is gonna come out his hands.
I don't. I think his assists gonna go down. I think his turnovers per game will go down, but I think
Hmm.
his assists to turnovers are gonna be exactly the same. I think he's one of the players who just he. I don't think he makes the greatest decisions in the world like a Russell Westbrook and a James Harden. I think they get a lot of turnovers, but we also have to be honest with ourselves. they do a lot of boneheaded things.
That's facts. Uh, to me, I think if you put Ja on that Grizzlies team, I mean not Ja. If you put Trey
Trey,
Young on that Memphis Grizzlies team, I think they might be a better team, low key, to me.
I
Because now
don't
you
because
get a better
I get it. You get the better facility, but I think it's certain things that numbers don't tell, and I think Ja gives Memphis a certain dog and a certain like, yo, we got this, we better than everybody mentality that I don't think Trey Young gives him. I think Trey Young's one of them. Like he's a nice guy. Like I think he got dog in him, but I just think Ja's different. I think a lot of the things that make Ja, we can't look at numbers. I think he goes there and he gets better numbers than Ja. I'll give you that. I,
to
I'm just
me,
not a
I think
fan.
Trey better, but I get what you're saying. Let's see what we got. Siakam or Jalen Brown? Who would you rather build around?
I would probably say Jalen Brown, but I don't even know because Siakam. I think Siakam's a better two-way player,
Mm-hmm.
so I think it might be easier to build around Siakam. Like Siakam's like a low budget Kawhi Leonard, like very low budget Kawhi Leonard.
Man, give me my boy Jalen Brown. I feel like if you put him as the best player on your team, I think you could be the ceiling for a seeding for a team led by Jalen Brown, probably a fifth to sixth seed, and then maybe he'll get you out the first round. Maybe.
Possible 20-2 without Ja.
I don't know what this man. Yeah, I don't think Siakam as your best player, you're gonna have very much success.
But they basically was a 5 to 6 seed. They was the fifth seed. They didn't get out the first round. I think they won like what 2 games.
Yeah,
I just and like this is the one thing I gotta see you be the best player in your team to believe you can be the best player in your team. Like I know a lot of people argue who's better, Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum. I think it's Jason Tatum. I don't think it's close. I think Jalen Brown looks the way he does because he's the second best player on the team. But Siakam got Toronto someplace. I don't think anybody expected Toronto to be at the beginning of the season.
I
Like
had
he does have.
Toronto. I had Toronto as like a be finishing better than the Nets, so I had them at like a six seed.
Hold on, where'd you have the Nets finishing?
Mm, I don't. I probably had them like. Actually, I had them in the play-in, fighting for their lives.
Before the season?
I didn't think that was a good. To me, that wasn't a good team. You had no defense, no rebounder. They were just offensive juggernauts. So the only way they were winning games is by outscoring you. That was the only way they could win.
Touche.
So that's why I felt like as a team, I didn't think that team was good.
But they ain't really improve it that much.
And like they should have they should have never traded for James Harden. They should have kept the team with just Kyrie Katie with them pieces they already had there. Then you get James Harden, you trade him away, so now you lose your playmaker. Now you got no playmaker, so your team looks debacle half the time.
But it's the one thing I hate about owners. Like just because you actually get traded doesn't mean I have to oblige. Like
You
like
can sit out.
you still under contract, bro. Like James Harden, yeah, but I feel like it has to be like a middle ground because like the same way I don't think players should ask for trades. I'm adamant on the fact that I don't. If that's the case, then it should be no trades. Like if I sign a 4 year contract, then you should have to keep me for 4 years. I should have. I feel like if that's the case, then every player should have a no trade clause in his contract. If he doesn't want to leave, you can't trade him.
And then the problem I have with KD asking for his trade, I'm like, okay, you stayed there for 2 years. You haven't been to an Eastern Conference Finals yet. You get Ben Simmons. You don't even want to see what that looks like, how that's going to play out. So you trying to take the easy road out and only go to championship contending teams. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm adamant. The whole Katie and Kyrie Irving thing, I don't believe it because for me, it's just if you watch Katie and Kyrie Irving, they
mhm,
probably are the least liked players in the media because they don't like the media and the media doesn't like them. So I found it
agree.
odd that Kyrie Irving all of a sudden he requested no, it got out to the media that he was going to opt out of his contract, and then the second he opts out of his contract, no, the second he opts into his contract, 2 hours later, Kevin Durant opts out. And then after, no, I'm sorry, Kevin Durant asks for the trade. And then 2 hours after Kevin Durant asks for the trade, it comes out that him and Kyrie Irving still wants to play together. I feel like they trolling, and I feel like they all gonna be back in Brooklyn next season. I feel like they're just playing with the media at this point. Because if you're Kevin Durant, the two teams he wanted to get traded to allegedly he couldn't go to because they had Ben Simmons on their roster because they couldn't. Phoenix couldn't trade uh DeAndre. No, Phoenix couldn't trade D Book, and Miami couldn't trade Bam. So how are you getting? How are you getting to Phoenix, and how are you getting to Miami?
Me personally, I wouldn't mind Jalen Brown going to the Nets to see what he looked like as the best player. I think if you get rid of KD, you put Jalen Brown there, you trade Kyrie. I don't know what you get back from, but whatever you do, you probably get something valuable back. I think the Nets, with that roster, with those pieces, I thought they could be a pretty good team, pretty solid team.
I'm not trading either one of them. They could both quit. They could retire. I'm not trading either one of them. Only one I might trade would be Kyrie, and that's only because he can leave at the end of the season. Other than that, and then the people like they don't like each other. So Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other. Jordan and Pippen didn't like each other. I don't care if y'all don't like each other. Go out there and play basketball, bro. And
It's like it's like
if
when you
they,
go to work and you don't like somebody.
yeah,
Suck
you
it up,
still
you'll
gotta
be
work
alright.
with that man. And like, if you look at their roster, if they bring them back, they're at least top three team in the East, if you ask me.
I think a lot of it depends on Ben Simmons and what he looks like.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of
But on
what Ben
paper,
Simmons,
yes,
yeah, what Ben Simmons looked like right before he left.
because
Like if
they fixed a
yeah,
lot of holes. I will say that they got Royce O'Neal, who's a good defender.
they got Ben, Ty Warren's pretty good. Like
Yeah,
it's
another
a and they kept what's his name Claxton, even though that man needs to eat something. Like that boy is skinny as hell. But they got it. If they find a way to get them two back, they got a roster that could contend in the Eastern Conference. That's another reason why I'm not trading them. My roster is going to be better with you than it would be without you. I'll deal with Kyrie Irving at the end of the season.
if I'm the Nets, I might trade Joe Harris. I might try to flip him for a big man.
But I don't think anybody wants him because he just tore his ACL, was it his Achilles? It was something.
Uh,
Because it's rumors that nobody knows if he's coming, like if he be ready for the beginning of the season. So I don't know. But you could get rid of Joe Harris because you still got Seth Curry
exactly. I think Seth
and
Curry needs to
Pat
be more consistent.
and Patty Mills. I'm keeping both of them, and I think if they keep both of them, they're gonna be a problem next year in the East.
It's gonna be interesting seeing what these two do.
Yeah, because it's been
Start
about months
what?
since they asked for the trade.
I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're stuck where they are. They might as well just get used to it.
Oh,
Start bench cut D Wade, Joe Dumars, Reggie Miller.
oh Joe Dumars is getting benched. I'm starting D Wade, and I'm no, I'm sorry. Joe Dumars is getting cut. I'm bitching Reggie Miller. I'm starting D Wade
Why does Joe Dumars deserve to be cut?
because I think Reggie Miller's better than him. I'm I'm I'm
Why?
I'm big on if you're not like it's very few players I've seen in NBA history who've been
Hmm.
number two options that I would pick over a number one. Reggie is a bona fide number one. Like I don't think he gets enough credit as he deserves, And D Wade for me is the third best shooting guard of all time. And I'll pick
That's
Reggie
fact.
over Joe Dumars because Joe Dumars did play with Isaiah Thomas. I also don't think Joe Dumars gets enough credit. I think a lot of the players from like Joe Dumars and Clyde Drexler might be two of the most underrated shooting guards in NBA history.
That's facts. You don't even hear people Joe Dumars on the all-time
Yeah,
shooting guard list.
and he was a problem in Detroit. Like when he played with the Pistons, it was literally if we're gonna score 80 points, I'm gonna need these two guards to give me at least 40.
And he
And
was
then
a good defensive,
he was a good
big
defender.
defensive
He
guard.
could shoot. He's underrated, but I'm picking Reggie over him.
What's going on, man? Uh, I'm starting to think Reggie's overrated the way people talking about him.
But why? Like like if you look at Reggie Miller's team and you look at the Allen Iverson team, that one that everybody praises for Allen
Hmm.
Iverson, Reggie kind of was in the same situation. Like Rick Smith was a bucket. Mark Jackson was a way better Eric Snow. But who else was on the Indiana Pacers team? They had Jalen Rose. But before they got Jalen Rose, who else was on that Indiana Pacers team giving you 20 points? It was Rick Smith, and that was it. Reggie was the offense,
You're
and
right about
Reggie laid the groundwork for players like Steph Curry, Ray Allen, the heck is Rip Hamilton. Now all of a sudden playing off ball is playmaking. So I don't think Reggie gets enough credit.
that. Man, off ball is not playmaking to me personally. If the ball
It's
ain't in
not
hand, I can't call it playmaking.
it's not for me, but I think it's something people use to like make Steph Curry sound a lot better than he is. Cause like I've never heard of off ball being playmaking until Steph Curry started doing it.
I just had this conversation with somebody about that. These kids want to boost up Curry so bad they came up with a term off ball playmaking,
Yeah, and
which
it
is
it people make it seem like it's hanging real high. Like his off ball playmaking, yeah, it's because he's the greatest shooter of all time. Like we're gonna pay him attention, but I don't think his off ball playmaking is any higher than a Reggie Miller, than a or Ray Allen. It's really not that difference. Only the biggest difference is he has a Draymond Green on his team, and it's easier for him to do. Like I think the best point guard Ray Allen never played with was probably Sam Cassell in Milwaukee. If not Rondo, probably Sam Cassell and Rondo. Draymond Green is a better passer than people give him credit for, and Steph Curry gets to run all day. And then on top of that, you're not just running around all day. You're running around all day, and you're arguably running around all day with the second greatest shooter of all times. Like that's scary.
that's stressful. You gotta.
So, oh, beats me. But off-ball playmaking is the most overrated thing I hear now. Anything to make Steph Curry a lot better than what he actually is.
We got the 85 Celtics versus the 17 Warriors. Who you think wins that in a 7 game series?
Let me see who was on this 85 Celtics.
Now that team was stacked. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm off the top of my head. I'm probably still going with the Warriors because that was the KD team, right?
Yes,
17.
sir.
Yeah, I'm probably going with the Warriors. Let me see.
This is the one
Kevin
with.
McHale. Oh, that's the one with Bill Walton.
One of the greatest teams of all time. Considered one of the greatest teams of all time.
Damn. I probably still go with the Warriors, but I'll probably go with the Warriors in 7. It'll be a good series though. I think Steph Curry may get knocked out by Kevin McHale though. That's
You
why I like
got
when people sit back and they be like, "Yo, some of these players from back then can't play. Some of these players from in the NBA today, like I don't know how Steph Curry would take getting like elbowed in his face. Like I don't think he would be very like cool with that. Like he might relax a little bit if he just took an elbow to the
You
face.
coming in the paint and you see 2 7-footers knocking you in the ass continually to let you know stop coming in there.
Yeah. Like you gotta have a different type of mindset to run back in there the next time. Like I don't know, but I think it'll go 7. Uh, I would give the. I think it might end up being like that Cavs Warriors series, not with the whole 3-1, but a seven
Mhm.
game series, and then the seventh game be a close one.
I think I don't that Kevin McHale and Draymond lineup is gonna be interesting.
I don't think the Warriors have an answer for Robert Parrish
Nah,
or Bill Walton coming off the bench.
I think Larry is gonna be. I don't know. I still don't know who Draymond is gonna be guarding. Is it gonna be Larry or Kevin? Which one is he gonna guard?
I would say you maybe
Larry's the better player, but he's going. Kevin McHale's
Kevin.
gonna be playing the four.
Yeah, I would say he would probably have to guard Kevin McHale. I think you would have to live with putting KD on Larry because I don't because if you put Draymond on Larry, then the Golden State Warriors are going to get killed on the glass with Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. Nah, you have to put him on Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish. You got to put him. You got to put him in the paint.
Then you gonna have Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish down there.
Yeah, against who? Looney and like what are you gonna put Wiggins on him? No, no, my bad. It's KD. Nah, KD. Nah, you got to
Andre
put
Iguodala. Andre
you you got
Iguodala.
to put KD on Larry because KD don't want them problems in the post.
You got Zaza, or you can use either JaVale or Zaza.
Yeah, but who you putting? You bitching KD? KD got to guard somebody. He got to guard somebody, and you
You're just
can't
gonna
put
have
him.
to double all game and hope for the best.
Yeah, I don't know who you putting KD on. Like I don't know. We put him Danny Ainge, but then who you gonna put Clay on? You can't put Clay on Kevin Nah, you gotta you gotta put Draymond on Parrish or McHale, and you gotta put KD on Larry, and you gotta just pray for the best. You gotta pray. You gotta pray. We get out of this alive. I think that team is gonna punish them on the inside though, because they light.
They're very light, too light.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That
Dennis Johnson's a great defender.
Yeah, Dennis Johnson's going on Steph.
Then you got
But you
Danny
got
Ainge, a knockdown
yeah.
shooter.
It'll be a better series than what people think it would be. But
Oh yeah,
I
it's going 7.
yeah, I think it's going 7 easily.
I
I
got Giannis, Jokic, LeBron, Curry. Rank them offensively 1 through 4.
I got Joga 1. I got I got LeBron 2. I got Curry 3, and I got Giannis last.
I got LeBron 1, Jokic 2, Giannis 3, Curry last.
Why you got Giannis? Why you got LeBron over Giannis? I mean over Joga.
I to me, LeBron is still a better playmaker compared to Jokic to me.
But my problem
It's close
is
though. It's close though. It ain't like it's like far away. It's very close.
but I agree with that. But my problem is, I think at this point in his career, I don't think he wants to play me.
I You can say that too because he did just average 30.
Because for me, if the Lakers want to win and they want to win and they keep Russell Westbrook, I think he has to go back to what he did in 2020. I think he has to just be the point guard. Like I don't think the Lakers are a better team with him averaging 30 points.
So would you want Westbrook to come off the bench and command that second unit?
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think he fits coming off the bench. Cause like I get everybody thinks, he comes off the bench, he becomes your sixth man. But the thing people tend to realize, the sixth man usually averages about 30 something minutes, and he usually runs a lot with the starting lineup. I don't I don't the reason why I don't like Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, because Russell Westbrook is not efficient in anything he does. So when he comes off the bench, it's going to be days where he can give you 20, 10, and 10. It's going to be games where he gives you 7, 8, and 10 turnovers. You can't live with that coming off the bench. I think what makes a great six man is consistency. And I think most great six men are just pure scorers. And Russell Westbrook isn't a pure scorer. He's a I don't know what the fuck. He's Russell Westbrook. I don't know how
Is
to.
there any scenario you see where Westbrook could work with the Lakers? Is it like any scenario?
LeBron plays point guard, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. LeBron plays point guard. AD's the best player on the team, and you just gotta let Russ be Russ. You gotta just live with the good and the bad, because there's gonna be good and bad, but the good is gonna be extremely good. Now the bad is also gonna be bad, but this is who you asked for. Like Russell Westbrook, and the reason why I defend him is he's the same guy in LA that he was in Washington, he was in Houston, he was in OKC. The biggest difference is he's playing with LeBron James and he's a Laker. But I never thought it was a good fit, because I don't see how two guys who get a lot of usage playing together and neither one of them are great shooters fit.
I thought it would work only because I saw him and Harden make it work.
Yeah, but him and Harden made it work. It's easier to work. I think it was easier for them to work in Houston, mainly because Houston is nothing but
Sure.
3-point shooters. Like if you look at LA, Anthony Davis shot 19% from the field. They still have a true center usually starting. So it's like it's a big man down there. You got Anthony Davis on the perimeter that can't shoot. LeBron James is a better 3-point shooter, but he's not a great 3-point shooter. And then you got Russell Westbrook. It's like all you got to do is just stack up the paint, stay in front of him. So I don't. I think they got to let him be him and just pray for the best.
What do you think their ceiling is going to be if they let Russ be Russ?
Second round. I think
Interesting.
they can. I think they can make the playoffs and get to the second round.
Would you consider that still a failure if they make it to the second round?
In my eyes, no. In the eyes of Lakers fans and LeBron James fans, yes. Because I think my main thing is people believe if you have a healthy Anthony Davis and LeBron James, that's all you need to win the championship, which
Hmm.
is not the case. Like the West is too stacked that two great players could just dominate. Like, nah. LeBron James and AD are great, but they're not like Shaq and Kobe. Like they're not that. So I don't see them getting off the second round.
So, what's your prediction for the season coming up for the Lakers?
Probably get. I'm assuming they keep everybody and they don't make no trades. Maybe second round of the playoffs and out. I think that's the ceiling. I don't see how that. And I'm saying even if they get Kyrie Irving, I don't think they can win the championship.
I mean, so last season the Lakers were uh, old folks home, a retiree home. You get rid of those players, you go completely younger. But you still didn't fix the shooting problem.
And to me, like they not any better on defense either.
I mean, really not.
Like they
I mean,
couldn't stop a nosebleed last year. Like it was embarrassing. It was literally, yo, we about to play the Lakers. I'm about to get my career high, bro. And that was literally the case. Like the players they brought in, I mean, they're good, and then hopefully they'll get Kareem, what's his name, Kendrick Nunn back, so he'll make a difference. But Kendrick Nunn, like this, that's another reason why you can't put Russell Westbrook on the bench because you got Kendrick Nunn coming back. He's coming off the bench.
then you rather him as your six man.
Yeah, and like I don't think realistically you can have two six men. Like there's only one basketball, and Kendrick Nunn is a bucket. Like that's what he does. He scores. That's why he's a great six man. But I I I don't I'm a Laker fan, and like I want to be positive, but I just don't like the way the roster looks.
What you think y'all should do with THT?
I don't know because it's like to me it's weird because like watching it, like he came back, he played 2 games and he killed, and then his third game, LeBron James comes back because I think LeBron was injured, and then he proceeded to play like trash the rest of the year. It's like he doesn't play good with LeBron. But I think they only signed him for like a 2 to 3 year deal. So I know they want to trade him, but I think if you trade him, he's going to end up like everybody else they traded. They're going to trade
Better.
him. He's going to be 10 times better once he leaves.
Yo, Kendrick Nunn was so bad that he sucked in the Drew League. Like I couldn't believe the stats he put up in the Drew League against
Hold on,
non-professionals.
Kendrick Nunn was that bad?
Nah, not Kendrick Nunn. THT.
THT? Oh,
Oh my, THT is just terrible as a player.
I don't
Kendrick Nunn
know.
just finessed the Lakers. Like he played like what 12 games and nobody never saw him after that.
He didn't play one game last season. He didn't play one. He missed all 82 games and got paid. Because I think he signed like a 3 year contract for like 30 mil and got paid.
You're right. He didn't play last season. I could have sworn he did.
But the Lakers, like I watched the roster and I watched like the beginning of the season, and it was like, what are y'all doing? Because it was like they got none, and then they got Rondo, and then they got Avery Valley, and then they got what's his name, Trevor Reason. I'm like, you got like 8 players on your team that play the same exact way. Like, what are y'all doing? And then it was like, all right, so now we're gonna trade Rondo. All right, and then none never played, so Bradley looks good. And it's like, I don't know, like I don't know what moves they could make because they're so limited because Russell Westbrook makes so much money, but I I don't know. And then everybody's just assuming LeBron James is gonna be the LeBron James that he was last season,
Nah,
and and
I think LeBron's slowly starting to decline in front of our eyes.
I think he's declining, but I don't think I think I'm not gonna lie, he's declining, but he's a legit magician with it. Like he plays no defense, but he averages 30 points, and the 30 points is like I'm still that guy. But then like if you watch him and watch the way he plays basketball, it's like you're not, bro. You're not the LeBron James you was 2 years ago. Not let's not even go back forward. You're not the same guy you was in the year they won the championship in the bubble. He's not the same guy, but he averaged 30 points, so that's all anybody talks about.
An empty 30 points. Lee Bradley Bill.
But see that's where like, because like I asked a question on TikTok, and you can't ask questions when it comes to LeBron James. I was like, I think the question was, is the 30 points he's getting empty stats? Because no, it was, is LeBron James still a top 10, still top 5 player, top 5 player because he's a top 5 player? Or is he a top 5 player because he's LeBron James?
It's
Because
because he's LeBron. It's his
but
name.
nobody wants to admit it, and it's like it's okay to admit we're giving him this stature because of his legacy. Like I respect that. I would respect it if you say it. But the fact, like you just said, Bradley Bill put up similar numbers to LeBron James. And if you were to go anywhere and be like Bradley Bill's the top five player, people would laugh at you. But he put up damn near the same numbers LeBron James did, but because it's Bradley Bill, and Bradley Bill's team actually made the bubble. They actually made the playoffs.
Then we talking about 30 points. Them 30 points is coming when Lakers get blown out by 25 plus.
It's the one thing I don't like about people nowadays when they watch basketball. He's getting 30. Yes, he's getting 30. He's giving up at least 30, 35 on the defensive end. Like I literally watch him play defense sometimes, and it's like he's playing a zone, but everybody else is playing man, and his man's moves, and when his man moves, he'll just go to the next nearest person to him. Like he's smooth with it.
It's
He
like
is
it's unimpactful. Like that 30 is not doing nothing.
it like the 30 points didn't help them win games. And then like the second thing that like people don't want to talk about, a lot of a lot of his big scoring games was when he ran center. Like he was playing against somebody like the Golden State Warriors game. He was playing against somebody who didn't stand a chance against him. So it's easier to get a 50-point game when you're playing against somebody who can't stay in front of you.
I know LeBron's aging. It's we've been spoiled with his greatness. I don't think we're ever gonna see a player keep up with this type of production. I think the closest player that probably will do it, a huge probably is probably Luca.
I think the way Giannis plays, I think Giannis can keep up with that type of production for long. I think we're gonna get a lot of people's proms being extended due to
Mm-hmm.
the way the NBA wants to stretch out back to backs, extend the All Star weekend. I think he's the start of something that we're gonna be able to appreciate players for a lot longer.
For like 15 plus years.
Yeah, it's because like if you really think about it, Chris Paul last season was probably what Jason Kidd was in his last season, and Chris Paul was 10 times better than Jason Kidd was maybe that was last season because I don't know if he retired the year he won a championship in Dallas, but if I don't if you look at their ages, they probably was around the same age, but Chris Paul's 10 times better than him.
After that Dallas championship, he played for the Knicks for a little bit.
Oh yeah, he was with the
Now he
Knicks,
played another. Yeah, he played with the Knicks.
but I still don't think even when he was on the Knicks, he was as good as Chris Paul is right now in
No,
Phoenix.
like yeah, he was washed. He was way
Yeah,
past his prime. It was time for him to retire.
I think we're gonna enjoy people's longevity a lot longer. Like if you think about it, even KD averaged close to 30 points per game, and he's supposed to be on the decline. Like he literally tore his Achilles 2 years ago. He should be on the decline.
Most players don't come back off the injuries like the way KD did.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to enjoy players a lot longer in this NBA.
This is the new fun NBA, as the kids like to say.
Yeah, a lot of threes, nothing physical, just buckets. Get a bucket. That's all we care about.
Forget about defense.
Yeah,
It's
nobody plays is very like I think I find it funny to be on TikTok and people be like, man to man defense is overrated, and I'll be like, what? Yeah, it's overrated because nobody plays it. Nobody plays man to man defense. That's why it's overrated. Help defense is so important because everybody needs help. Nobody knows how to stay in front of their man. So yeah, that's why.
and I kind of blame AAU for that because these kids grow up with each other as friends. You know, when you're playing with your friend, you want like, all right, I'm gonna let you get your 30. You gonna let me get my 30.
Yeah,
That's that buddy buddy.
yeah, but it's like, and they be so serious. They be like, "Yo, man to man defense is overrated." And I'll be like, "What?" It's like for me, I compare it to football. Like when you could put a guy on an island and I don't even have to look at that guy, it brings a value to my whole team's defense.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you start helping, and then I could break you down, help defense really doesn't mean that much.
Today's NBA is all about outscoring your opponent. There ain't no defense, just
It
outscore.
is. Defense is like one of those things. Like people look at Boston, and Boston was such a rarity because they was like they're just a great defensive team. But I thought they were going to win, but they didn't. And part of it was because that defense wasn't the same defense when they played against a better offensive team.
Especially one that shoots a lot of threes and they move around a lot. They don't stand in one spot too long.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of backdoor cuts,
defense is the most
screens.
underrated thing in the NBA right now.
If you find a player to come out college that play defense, that wants to play defense,
It's like I didn't watch a lot of college basketball, but I don't out of all the players to come out, I think the best one may be the guy from Gonzaga. But he's literally what every NBA team wants. He's a great help defender. I
yeah,
don't think
check.
he's stopping anybody man to man.
Nah. Nasty takes before we end the show, my man.
Nasty takes.
This is how we end the shows here in Bucket City. You gotta give a nasty take.
By the end of the season, LeBron James is not going to be a top 10 player in the NBA. I don't know if that's the
Mm,
nasty take or not.
that's not.
I don't think it's going to be a top 10 player in the NBA.
Mine's is. I had a couple. Which one do I want to be nasty with? How nasty do I want to go? Pause. Give me I already said that. Shy is gonna win most improved player.
Really?
Yeah, Shy gonna win most improved, man. I'm an OKC fan, so I got a bias to a certain extent.
I hear you on that one. I don't think I got any more nasty takes. Let me see.
Atlanta's gonna be a top 4 team in the East.
Oh hell no! I can't see that.
Um, yo, DeJounte's gonna open up a lot and make it at least easier on a lot of people.
I can't see it. OKC is going to contend for a bubble spot because I don't. They got the number one. They're going to contend for a bubble spot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here. Shout out to my man Clutch for showing up. Anything you want to say to the beautiful people, Clutch?
Nah, that's it, man. Appreciate the show. Everybody go follow me on TikTok. Clutch K102. That's about it.
Yeah, he's very controversial. Trust me, y'all like his content.
Ah,
And we are out of here. Make sure y'all hit that sub button and tune in Monday at 4 as we have another guest and another show.